And welcome back to Scream with me. Me? Come scream with me? Yeah, okay. My name is Rusty. This is Scream with me, where I run my mouth about my favorite horror movies. I'm a total cinema junkie, except for comedies. I really don't have a lot of comedies, but I love horror, sci-fi, drama. But the big one is horror. I mean, I'm a complete horror junkie, and the majority of my collection, probably 65%, is horror movies. Um, Out of 150, I'm sorry, 1,500 Blu-rays and DVDs, about at least 60% of them are horror and horror sci-fi. So, that's my thing. But tonight I want to talk about, or actually, I just did a video. I do a bunch all at one time. So, um, tonight I want to talk about Dead Rising, Watchtower. Hell yeah. First of all, I'm a hardcore gamer. Just on Steam alone, I've got almost 2,000 games. Dead Rising Apocalypse, Dead Rising 3 Apocalypse is my favorite of the free Dead Rising games, because if you're a gamer, you know Dead Rising 4 doesn't exist. It's a piece of shit. One of the worst games ever made. But I was like super excited when I found out that these existed. I couldn't wait to get my hands on them, and I was overjoyed at how good they turned out to be. I thought they would probably be silly, but they're not at all. I mean, well, they're supposed to be silly, because the way they managed to bring the game to life in these movies, because there's two of them. There's Watchtower and Endgame, which I'll do a video on that too. But this stars Jesse Metcalfe, Meghan Ory, and Miss Candyman herself, the wonderful Virginia Madsen, is in this. Her ending really was satisfying. I was really upset when she bit it, literally. But she got hers in the end. She got it back, and so I was like, okay, because I was kind of mad that they killed her off, which was towards the end of the movie they killed her off. But they let her go out with a bang, or with a bite. So it was pretty cool. But this movie is, I'm amazed at how they managed to bring the game to life. The atmosphere of the game, when you're playing it. Sometimes during this movie, it really did look like you were playing a game with living people. So that was really cool. The story of this particular one is Chase, who sort of plays the part of Frank West, but not playing Frank West, but his role in the movie. He gets caught in the city when it goes on lockdown, and there's a zombie outbreak. He gets caught in there. Virginia Madsen is also caught in there. This other chick that he runs into, she's caught in there. And he's a reporter. He's in there, and at first you wonder what's going on, because they all have to take this drug once a day. If you've been bitten by a zombie, you have to take Zombrex to keep you from turning into a zombie. You have to take it every day. And for some reason, on the day he happens to be in there, the Zombrex don't work. So everybody taking the shot turns into a zombie anyway. So they think there's some kind of mutated strain. So they lock down the city, and they're going to destroy it, and they're stuck inside trying to get out. But of course, like the game, he starts realizing that something is up. There's a governmental conspiracy going on. There is no mutated strain. Why is these particular doses on this day not working? And it's all a plot. It is a plot. It's a plot because the United States government wants to, they want to initiate a program that they're calling Watchtower. And it's basically they're going to put a chip in you. And this chip has enough medicine for a year, so you only have to get it, you have to have the chip put in every year instead of taking daily doses. Well, their answer is, who wouldn't want that? You know, instead of having to worry about it every day, you only have to worry about it once a year. But people don't so easily want to be tracked by the government 24/7 every day either. So there is your quandary. You know, for convenience, give away your freedom, I guess is what they're trying to say. You know, we're not going to get political about it, but there you go. You know, so that's the movie, and like I said, the action is phenomenal. Virginia Madsen is great in it. She does bite it in the end because she loses her mind because she had her kid with her. Her kid was bitten when her kid was a baby, her daughter. So she turns, and Virginia had to kill her. She had to kill her own daughter to keep from being turned herself. And I think that was it for her brain. You know, she lasted a while, but eventually when she ran into it was towards the end of the movie, she ran into another little girl zombie, and that was it for her. She just lost it, and she just basically let the little girl kill her. Probably some kind of guilt over having killed her own daughter, so she just gave up and did it. But she also kills the bad guy in the end, or turns the bad guy, the main baddie. Because of course, one of the little subplots of the movie is there's this asshole motorcycle gang, running around all tough, all kind of assaulty and badass and macho. Is there any other kind of biker gang? I don't know. But so she's got, he's one of the persons that's after them. So they're trying to escape, and they got this asshole biker on their ass the whole movie as well. So, and he's crazy. And he's part of it as well. He's part of the conspiracy, they discover. But he turns out, if you've ever seen the Resident Evil series, there's always the boss battle, the main boss battle. Like they have the clown in this movie from the video game, which is cool. And those are mini bosses, And just like in Resident Evil, when she has to fight the main baddie in the end, that's this. Well, this biker turns into the main baddie because Virginia Madsen turns him into a zombie. So he goes nuts, and that's the main baddie that Chase has to fight in the end. Now, there's the humor from the game, because Frank West is in this movie. He's being interviewed throughout the whole movie in little segments. He's being interviewed by this really irritated news host who's got him on as an interview because he had fought zombies in the past. So he's being interviewed about, how can these people survive zombie attacks. And she gets so irritated with him. And the dialogue, the jokes, the cracks between those two had me literally rolling out of my chair. I mean, it was hilarious. I think my favorite line in the whole movie was when Frank was being stupid like Frank West is. He was being so stupid, and she was so irritated with him. She wanted to kill him so badly that he's like jokey, flirty with her about, how would you kill me if I was how would you kill me right now? And she's like, with my bare hands. And he's like, no, you wouldn't kill a zombie that way. And he said, but, here's how I would kill you. No, I wouldn't kill you. I'd let you bite me. And she's like, oh, God. And then he's like, no, I really would. I would bash you over the head with a TV. As a matter of fact, I would bash you over the head with that TV behind you. At which point she looks so sarcastically into the camera, when he says that, I would bash you over the head with that TV right behind you. And she goes, I may be asking you to do just that very shortly. Because she was like, kill me, please, so I don't have to talk to you anymore. And so they brought really good humor to the movie. The action was good. Jesse was like, he's a total fox. So it was they all the ingredients. Virginia was great. The movie was great. The plot was great. The governmental conspiracy. They just caused all these people to turn and be killed just because they wanted to put chips in people's head, and they actually managed. They win. They actually managed to do it, which I think is going to lead us to the second movie, which is called Endgame. And I haven't watched it yet, but I'll do a video on it as soon as I watch it. But I absolutely loved this movie. I was so scared. I was kind of a little bit afraid that it was going to be stupid or super low budget or something. But no, I mean, the acting is great. Um, the violence is great. The homages to the game are really, done well. Everything about it was acceptable. If you are a gamer or a zombie fan or anything, and I don't really like zombie movies, but Dead Rising, Dead Rising 3, I probably put like 150 hours in. So yeah, this is right up my alley. So it was very enjoyable, and if you haven't seen it or don't even know it exists, because like I said, I didn't know this existed until like 2 months ago. It's weird the way that movie junkies can we can miss stuff just like everybody else. I had no idea that they had made two Dead Rising movies. So as soon as knew that, I bought them immediately, and I'm very, very glad I did. So if you like Virginia Madsen, if you like Dead Rising, if you like, a good little time waster horror movie, this is definitely good. It's definitely okay. I had no problem with it, and it's funny. It's bloody. Um, the clown mini boss was excellent. Yeah, everything about it was good. So I'd give it a definite B plus, A. No, no, yeah, no, A minus maybe. I loved it. But there you go. If you haven't heard about it, it exists. Dead Rising Watchtower. Phenomenal movie, or phenomenal little action horror movie. And yeah, so there you go. I'll be back shortly with another one, deciding which one I want to talk about, run my mouth about next. And if you've seen this, let me know if what you think about it, and whatever else you want to do. Did you hate it? Did you love it? Do you give a shit one way or the other? Whatever. But I'll see you soon.